Hello everyone, welcome to Baron Learning TV. This side Ankit Market Analyst over at learningbaron.com, and welcome all of you to the first trading session of the week. And as you know, many banks of the words are closed in the observance of the Easter Monday. As a result, you can observe the low volatility and the irregular volatility in the market. Okay, most of the brokers remain open for every holiday except the Christmas and the New Year day. Stock market and bank have slightly different holiday schedule, and bank facilitate the majority of foreign exchange volume. When they are closed, the market is less liquid and speculator become a more dominant market influencer. This can lead to the both abnormally low and the abnormally high volatility. But today, some important numbers are going to come which may bring the volatility in the market, and which is ISM Manufacturing Purchasing Manager Index. So, okay, let's discuss the basic fundamentals of the PMI number. Okay, the numbers is related to the United States, and it's released by the Institute for the Supply Management. Okay, so the term Institute for Supply Management refers to a non-profit supply management association, and it's established in 1915, and it is the largest organization of its kind. It's provide the certification, development, education, and research for the individual and the corporates in the supply management and purchasing profession. The goal of the ISM is to help the advanced supply management to drive value and competitive advantages. So the organization published the ISM manufacturing report on the business. The frequency is the monthly, and definitely it's related to the business, so it's a high impacted number. Okay, so ISM manufacturing PMI reflect the business condition in the US manufacturing sector in the specified month. Institution of the Supply Management is a not-for-profit supply management organization in the United States which has over 40,000 members. The index is calculated based on the survey of representative of several hundred companies from 18 US industries. Unlike the market, the ISM consider not only private companies but is based on the common North American Industrial Classification System list. Respondent describe the different aspect of their economic activities like the new order received from client, output, suppliers delivery time, whether the delivery performance is faster or slower, companies' inventories, customer stocks, and approximate estimate of stocks is stored by the company's client, price, whether the company is paying for the product and services more or less, backlog of order like it's increasing or decreasing, new export order, that is the number of order received for further export, import, amount of imported material, employment in the company. So the questionnaires features relatively estimated whether the situation is better, worse, or has not changed. So responses are estimated taking into account weight of the respondent company. The value are seasonally adjusted, and the result of manufacturing PMI is composite of five division indices with the different weightage like a new order, output, employment, supplies, and inventories. So reading above 50 points to improvement in the industry situation. Index below is an indication of the contraction in the economic condition of the production. The further the value move from the mark of 50, the greater the rate of situation change. So basically, we compare the PMI index with the level of the 50. Above 50 is a good for the industry, and below 50 is worse for the industry. So the manufacturing PMI is one of the most important indicator of the economic health. Although the manufacturing sector is not a very important component of national GDP, it is still an early indicator of a coming recession or growth. So the purchasing manager are among the first to know when the market condition change. Since they work in the short term and can evaluate a trend towards a changing economic condition, the index is released earlier than the GDP and report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Therefore, it is a leading indicator. So, manufacturing PMI growth is usually seen as a positive for the US dollar. Here you can see the data on the 1st of March coming is negative for the currency, and today there is a number is coming at the 7:30 p.m. IST time. Also, you can observe the actual data and the forecast data. You can see the difference between the actual and forecast is narrow. Most of the time, the forecast match with the actual number. Okay, so the chart of the entire available history of the ISM United States Manufacturing Purchasing Manager Index is a macroeconomic indicator, and here is a dashed line shows the forecast value of the economic indicator for the specified date. Okay, so a significant deviation of a real value from a forecast one may cause a short-term strengthening or weakening of a national currency in the forex market. Okay, so the threshold value of the indicator signaling the approach of the critical state of the national like a local economic occupy a specific place. Okay, let's talk about some FAQs. Okay, so what does the ISM manufacturing index measures? Okay, so basically, the means the ISM manufacturing index measures the change in production level across the US economy from month to month. The report is released on the first business day of the each month. Like today is the first April, the first day of the month, and thus it is one of the earliest indicator of the economic activity that investors and the business people get regularly. So the ISM manufacturing index is composite index that give equal weightage to a new order, production, employment, suppliers, delivery, and inventories, and each factor is seasonally adjusted. The ISM report on business contains three separate purchasing manager index based on the survey. In addition to the manufacturing PMI, the ISM produce on the service PMI for a non-manufacturing sector, which is released on the third business day of the month. Hospital PMI is released on the fifth business day of the month. The institute also release a semi-annual economic forecast in May and the December. So, what is the current ISM manufacturing index? Basically, the numbers as we seen in a chart, it's 47.8, and now today there is a forecast of 47.7, means below the 50. So basically, the numbers is forecasting was for the currency, but for the forecast of the currency value, we compare the actual with the forecast. But still the parameters and the parameters is 50. Above 50 is a good, below 50 is bad. So when is ISM data release? ISM manufacturing report on business is released the first business day of the each month and at 7:30 p.m. as per IST time. Okay, and the service ISM report on business is released the third business day of each month at the same time. Okay, now let's check on the Forex factory. Okay, today is the 7:30 first day, and the third day there will be a ISM service PMI numbers. Okay, so how do I read the PMI data? So the ISM manufacturing index states figure as a number that indicator whether the manufacturing sector is growing or contracting. PMI reading over 50 means the sector is growing, compared to the previous month, while PMI reading under the 50 means the sector has month over month contracted. So is the ISM a leading indicators? So the ISM PMI data is considered to be a leading indicator of the economic trends. Not only does the ISM Manufacturing Index report information on the prior 2 months, it outlines the long-term trends that have been building over time based on prevailing economic condition. So the Institution for Supply Management monthly manufacturing PMI report on business outline directionally trend to the several manufacturing index, and this report details month over month change in the growth or contraction in addition to report how long each index have been moving in its current direction. The ISM manufacturing index is useful in understanding the direction of the economic activity from the lens of the country's primary manufacturing companies. Hope you understand the big concept of the manufacturing index. In the next session, we will again discuss the new fundamental news of the market. Till see ya, bye bye. Have a great day.